Hey, this is Susan Egan, Broadway's original Belle in Beauty and the Beast and the voice of Megara in Disney's Hercules. And you're listening to the Magic Our Way podcast with Wonder Boys, Kevin, Danny, Eli, and Lee. And they are a real slice.
Jumbo, everyone!
Harambe!
And welcome to another edition of
The Magic Our Way.
Magic Our Way.
Magic Our Way!
Magic Our Way.
The Magic Our Way podcast.
They are truly magical and whatnot.
Asante Sana, everyone. You are listening to the Magic Our Way podcast from New Orleans, Louisiana, in the United States of America. We are artistic buffs talking about Disney stuff. And this is the show in which every opinion is welcome. MagicOurWay.com is where you can find us for this episode. We discuss what we don't look forward to doing when we return from a Disney vacation. And look, this isn't your typical polished, practiced, pixie dust and Disney podcast. No, sir. We are not in the parks every day trying to tell you how best to purchase the new Pizza Planet stuff out in Disneyland.
That's right, Kev. We're here to drink, talk some Disney, and me, personally, I'm just glad to be back drinking and talking Disney after last week.
Oh, yeah, it is good to have you back, sir. So you guys listening up there, you buckle up, take a sip up, because we got something for you to do to listen up.
My name is Kevin.
And I'm Danny.
I'm Eli.
And Lee. And don't worry about the stuff we hate. I'll book you a trip you'll appreciate.
Yeah. All right, so enough of our jibber jabber. Let's go talk about what we hate doing after our trip. Here we are on the Hub, our main topic segment of the show. And for today's show, we present a topic brought to us by Eli. Eli, thank you for this topic. And the topic is things we hate doing after our Disney vacations. And we've all done a bunch of Disney vacations this past year. And so we have a lot of things to speak upon this because we've all returned from said vacations, right?
Yes.
So, Eli, let me turn it over to you. You can kind of give us your thoughts on what came up with this and what we're going to be talking about.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you, Kev. Look, I know I'm known as the comic book guy, but every now and again, I like to take a step outside the box. And I want to say the inspiration for this came because I was at a job and someone had come back from their vacation and they were talking about, this and that and the other. And everybody just kind of looked at them with this, this look. And as an artist, I felt that. And I was like, you know what? If I'm feeling that, there's a pretty good chance everybody else around there, not only just here at the table, but the Mohican Nation feeling that too. So I thought.
So what was the look? Was it look like a WTF kind of look, or was it quizzical, or like what the heck's wrong with this dude?
Kind of. I mean, I don't want to. I don't want to dig into detail, but you know what? It is something I'm sure we're all gonna discover as we go through this journey on this episode together. But it's something when that person comes back and they're like, "Woo woo! I just did the trip," and then you're just like, "Yeah, okay. What did you do?" And then they're going through it. Now, the only thing that helps me is being a Disney fan podcaster is that I'm inquisitive, right?
Right.
I want to know where you went because we've done these trip reports before. So it's like,
what'd you do? What'd you see?
Yeah, what you see? How you like it? What you eat?
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
But for the average person, maybe not so much. So I thought maybe this is a thing to bring about forward because when you come back from that trip, you feel the magic and we all have the glow, but what happens in that in-between time, that time for when your plane or when your car stops, when you come from that vacation or when you start that next Monday morning. And I think that's the part.
The transition back to reality.
Yes.
So to speak. Okay.
Yes.
I dig it.
Back to life.
What?
Back to reality.
Feel it.
Back to the here and now. Oh, yeah.
So, Eli, if, we're going to treat this like our normal kind of a list-generated shows. We all come up with about 3. We got some honorable mentions, of course, or however many.
Whatever made you feel it, because I'm sure, there's going to be some parts. For me, personally.
You want to start off?
I will.
Yeah, this is your thing. I feel like you should take the lead on it, sir.
It's like once I started to dig, I was like, I got to stop because this pain is too deep.
It's getting deep.
It's too deep.
You almost reached China.
I did.
Damn.
I reached the back.
And then Bugs Bunny's like, hey.
Man.
What's up, Doc?
I mean, I came out on China. I dug so hard in myself. You know what I mean? It's tough.
You were in Shanghai Disneyland.
Digging on yourself, you're gonna go blind.
I hear you.
All right.
But it hurts. So okay, so I will start it off.
You started. You
start
should
off
take
with
the
one.
honor, sir. This is your topic.
I would say one of the main things for me is always flying back to the city. I love New Orleans. It's my home. It's where I've always been. But for some bizarre reason, when you leave sunny Florida, and then whenever I've been able to come back to New Orleans, it's always storming. It's Danny can attest to some of this.
Is like the Mother Nature feeling your feelings, and so you're crying because you're coming back, and so it's storming outside?
You know what? As an artist, I would take that, Kev, because like it's like you see the sun, you're like, oh man, I'm leaving. But when you get home, for me, it's like, whoa, watch out! There's a thunderstorm coming. The air just doesn't feel the same. Like the atmosphere is just kind of like it's kind of stale. It's kind of dank. All the brightness is just out. It's out go. But it's always raining when I come back from my Disney vacation.
Oh,
Is it raining men?
No, it's raining water. That's how rain works.
Hallelujah.
yes.
Rain and baby got to film that when they're hitting the plane coming back.
You can make a lot of money with that.
So I thought this was going to kind of be about like what the feelings were, what you hated when you got back. But I would say like one of the things that I do detest, and I didn't include this, but to go along with what you say, there's something about when you leave. So if we're still on property now, like technically we're leaving, but
We're leaving. Vacation's over.
Right, we haven't left yet. There's that thing when you got to pack up the suitcases and you grab everything and you're kind of doing that walk of shame to check out, and people like are walking by you, they won't even look you in the eye. They're like, oh, in 7 days that's going to be me. Don't look, kids. don't see the sadness in their eyes as they walk by. It's like dead man walking.
Yes.
As you roll your luggages back to the main lobby wherever you're staying.
It's it's like they know and like they're smiling coming in, you're depressed coming out.
Well, what's even worse is the people just coming in to check in. They're getting off of that bus to check in, and they're all happy, excited, and you're leaving, and you're looking at them just like, mother.
And they won't look at you. No one will look at you. They're just, they don't want to face what you're dealing with. No.
Yeah, because they don't want to face their reality.
They won't engage you on what happened to you while you were there, where you ate, what you liked. They're not going to do that because they like, nope, your stuff's sad.
Your stuff done. Your stuff is ended.
So this isn't like exactly Disney related, but just since we're kind of off topic a little bit, I remember I used to travel to Arizona a lot. And from Houston to Arizona, there's a lot of people that are going to Vegas. And it's so funny because the way up there, it's all happiness. Everyone's like, yeah, Vegas, party. We're going to gamble. We're going to do this. We're going to, yeah.
We're going to get chicks.
The flights home are so quiet. Like nobody.
They broke.
They're broke. They lost all their money. They probably barely afforded the.
They cheated on their spouse. All kind of stuff.
Mortgage their homes.
They know what they left in Vegas because Lord knows it stays in Vegas.
I'm moving to a box. I'm not happy about any of that.
Buried somebody in a hole in the desert. Yeah,
that's
in a van down by the river.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah, you can always. There's a big difference between the flight up there and the flight back. I'll tell you that.
Nah, that's fair.
Yeah, but going back, I mean, yeah, there is that definite sense of when you're leaving, that heart-wrenching, like, yeah, it's all over. And the fact that, I mean, that's when you're really prone to just buy anything. Just, I need to take it. It's like Schindler's List. Like, give me that.
Right.
Give me this. Yeah, I could have done that. I could have bought, like, it's all of the stuff that you could have done.
That little bag of colored popcorn.
Right.
The little chocolate coins.
Give me those Chippendale nuts. I'm going to take those with me as well. Anything to resuscitate this. There is that sense that when you leave, that the plane ride, the walk of shame, as I put it, all of it, it is miserable.
And the cast members, they're waving by to you and they're helping you like throw the stuff in with the Uber driver or whoever, and they're like, oh, have a good day, I hope you had a good day. Like, no one's nice to me when I go back home like you all here.
It's funny you say that because that's one of my list is dealing with people that aren't as nice as when you're over there.
Yeah.
You don't get that level of customer service that you do it at most places.
100%.
Maybe
Same.
Starbucks, but it's definitely not the same.
No.
And so that's definitely something I dislike when I return from a Disney vacation, is having to go back to I guess, back to life, for lack of a better way of saying it, and not that Disney little extra added, hey, we take pride in our jobs, and we're going to treat you specially. You're here, that kind of a thing. It's, I'm going to like, I don't know, like Walmart or something, and it's just not the same.
It's a thing where when you run across a person, when you're there, they're not antagonistic. They're, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like, hey, we're just happy you're here. And then once you get used to that level of kindness, whether you want to call it artificial or not, I mean, there's so many people there. That person has to that cast member has to put on a smiling face every day, hours and hours. There's got to, if they're not doing it at where there's a point of like, oh, I should snap. Hey, then props to them. So when you go back home or wherever you are, you're just so used to people being cool with you like that.
Just the proposition that you can't order a drink with a light up ice cube in it anymore is depressing enough. It's like, oh, what do you got? Oh, wait, you got a old fashioned lemon drop martini, margarita, great, standard old. Like, I wanted to try something different and new that would just change my life and light up and make me feel like I'm on vacation. And no, it's not there.
Where's the point where the bar and lights pop up and noises rumble? Where's the
right? I order a drink
environment?
And people are like 2 shots of rum, like
2 shots of rum,
something, anything,
and not just the cast members, but just people in general. It's like when you're in line for your attraction, you always strike up a conversation with someone. Oh, where are you guys from? Oh, that's cool. Oh, yeah, blah blah blah. What have you guys done? Where are you staying? Did you go eat there? Oh, wow, that's a great restaurant. Like, you can't do that at Target. It's like,
right,
like, oh, that's what you got there in your basket, sir. What size are you? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. You can't just have those conversations and like you would never talk to people in the real life the way you talk to people at Disney.
That's
true. You're absolutely right.
Is that one of your reasons, Lee? Because that is a good one.
No, but I like that because it's true. It's like
that was one of my reasons. Yeah.
It is the customer service, but it's also just life in general.
Right.
No, one of mine was unpacking. Like, I guess because I do have to travel weekly for my other job, that to me, I don't mind because I know I need 3 pairs of shoes. I need 3 pants. I need 3 shirts, 3, like, okay, I need this, I need that. And it's easy. It takes me 10 minutes to pack. So I don't like packing in general, but I really hate unpacking when I get home. Like all this stuff. And, because I'm on vacation, I already overpacked. So I got to figure out, okay, what's clean, what's dirty. This has to be washed. Where does this go? It's like, I will tell you the truth. Like, I don't do it. I just let my wife do it.
You still leave that Chick-fil-A sandwich in that suitcase.
Wow. I thought she's so mad at you all the time.
Damn.
Once we'll go to Disney.
Cut to a lot of people unfollowing you on TikTok.
Like, I don't even mind washing the clothes and stuff. Like, I'll do that, but I just don't want to have to take them out of the bag and find out, oh, this goes over here and this goes in the closet and this goes in the bag. It's like, I don't know why it's just mind numbing to me to have to deal with that.
Yeah, I'm the exact opposite of that. And it's like, I have it on my list too. It's like, I don't mind the unpacking part because I fully commit. When I'm home, it's like, I'm committing. This is it. I have no choice. I can't go back right now. So I unpack. I'm really, really good at unpacking.
Same day,
and we're same day. The minute we get in, doesn't matter how late we get in. We have those things are empty and the suitcases are ready to be put back.
Damn.
But the part I dislike after that is doing the laundry part.
That's which
I can't stand.
Yes,
I can't stand doing the laundry after the trip and stuff. Is because it's not because it's laundry. I don't mind doing laundry, but it's the fact that I remember the clothes that I wore in such and such a day, and it's like, oh, I remember that. That was so much fun. Damn it!
Especially when you just bought a new shirt or something.
Yeah. I remember I bought this shirt because I spilled something. I had to get a new shirt out of that gift shop.
Yes.
So I'm back here. So yeah, it's the laundry part. I don't mind unpacking, but the laundry part is what I don't like.
You nailed it. That was one of mine right there. Laundry is, yes, exactly for the reasons you just listed. There's that sense of pulling it out like, oh my God, I bought this. This was at, Epcot. We were in line such and such. And then Not just that, but even looking at the stuff you bought where it's like, oh my God, I can never wear this in a real world. I can't wear my
right.
I can't wear this goofy hat or this
Orange bird shirt.
I'm grumpy because you're dopey shirt or whatever it is. Like, it's like
that Pooh is that you shirt from Animal Kingdom.
Why did I buy that? Right? It's like you start to realize that, and finally you just say, screw it, I'm just throwing everything in the wash. But it's the laundry aspect of it. It is really what it is that bums me out because like you said, it just brings up memories of, oh man, I got this and I got that and I got that, and that kind of leads me into.
Take your time. This is tough.
I really want to go someplace else because I want to say this because this really is my biggest dread, but the laundry aspect brings me into a second. My other point. There's really 2 points here.
Okay.
So
just break it.
You know what? I'm just
do it.
Just
do it. Rip it off. We got time.
Yeah,
just let it out.
Face, neck, and chest.
Let it out. That's what this is for. This is what we do.
One. Okay. So one was a laundry thing. Second one, I'll go piggybacking off that laundry thing, is having to once again assign a money value to things. That sucks. Having to once again treat money like money instead of monopoly money.
Yeah.
You know, the whole idea of, oh my God, what's that? 50-something, a mere pittance. Give it to me. Yes, that. I want that. And how much? Whatever. Yeah, no, appetizers? Sure.
Do
Give me
it.
that too. Dessert? Yes. Lay it on. The idea of now money means something again. And then looking at it and realizing how many Disney points you have to reaccrue before you can go back again. All the reassessment of monetary value that has to go into coming home again and being like, I can't do this anymore. I can't spend like this. $15 for a drink is frigging insane. So
that's funny you say that because you look on your website, your Disney Visa card website, and you're like $0. You're like, dang it.
Yep.
Oh no. I will. We're gonna bring that one a step further to the beyond.
Oh, you're building upon what he built upon.
Oh yeah,
we're just building upon.
Oh, that's what we do.
We make mountains and
like Legos.
Looking at to you're right. That surreal feeling of magic is gone, reality is hit, money means something now. Bills.
China is
now.
Here. Yeah.
Now you got those bills. Remember you had those bills before the vacation started? And you're like, look, ain't no big deal. All I got to do is put this aside for 2 months, and that's enough to get the hotel that I needed for those 4 days. Well, now you're back. Now the bill collector's calling you.
Yes.
And now everybody's like, oh, you know that interest that was 1.9, now it's 3.6% because we haven't heard from you while you was on vacation. So that whole thing, now look, maybe some of you guys out there listening to this are very well-paid people. But for those of you that got to work and scrape to get what you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying. That time when you got to say, oh boy, okay, listen, baby. Since we went on a vacation, the children can't eat for 3 weeks. Now, once the 3 weeks is over, we will have all the bills a quarter paid for. Now, you know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about.
Bills. Catch it back up. Hate it.
Well, if I could build off of that.
Please do.
Is associated with bills, and you know, sometimes I get some of these electronic, but the part I dislike having to do as well is sorting through all the mail that's accumulated while I've been on a trip. Oh, usually I hold my mail, like there's nobody really that can pick up the mail and just shove it in my house. I usually just have the post office hold it, I do that whole thing that's on their website, and then they deliver the accumulated pack on the day I'm supposed to return. And so now I got to deal with all this, and you know, most of it's junk, but, you know, God help me if I overlook a bill, something in there, and then because it looks like so many of the other crap that they send me. It's just digging through all that stuff and what's good, what's not, just throwing away stuff that's just looking to get my money. Like here's a free loan. It's like, no, I don't want any of that.
I don't need that.
I don't need that.
I want free money.
Oh, man, dude, piggybacking off of that, and this isn't my another reason, but just to kind of support what you're saying, dealing with the Disney blues while sorting through a week of unread emails at work.
Oh, that's on my list. Oh, that's on my list.
God.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, that's I totally I
that's
feel
a
that,
good
Danny. I totally feel that because the
that's a
worst thing
good
is you
one.
come back on that Monday and you're sitting there with 300 in your inbox.
Yep.
Just like,
Yeah.
son of a bitch.
Do you do the auto reply? This for everybody. Do y'all do the auto reply that says, "Yeah, I'm going on Disney vacation.
do.
Please don't write me down." Y'all do
I
that?
do
No,
that. Yeah.
I do not do that.
Me neither. I don't do that. I like my stuff invisible. You don't
Yes.
need to know I'm on vacation. I just don't respond. Yeah.
Well, I just say I'm out of the office. I don't tell them what I'm doing. And I'll return to such and such a date. Doesn't really matter. I still come back to 300 emails in my inbox.
Oh, but that's a good point. Oh, the email.
Going from
Oh.
hearing happy, hopeful music and uplifting vibes and everything, and coming to the humdrummery of work again, and just catching up on all this work, and you're like, so and so could have took care of this.
Exactly.
Blah blah blah. Could have chipped in on this one, and here I am dealing with this crap. It takes you from I'm still trying to feel some essence, some element, some skosh of magic, and it just drags you kicking and screaming into adult land.
But can I
Like Godfather 3 just pulls you right back.
Can I say an added vent to what y'all just said?
Build it. We're doing nothing but building it.
I like it. Like, so when you're there, now you got the emails,
You got the emails.
and then you got your coworkers. They was hating on you. You don't want to say your coworkers hate on you, but you knew they was hating on you.
Hating on
you
you
went
'cause
on
you were out of
vacation,
town.
right?
Yeah. They had to pick up your whatever.
Right, because then you try to figure out the email, and then they come in and they start slamming you with all of the work stuff, and it was just what triggered that was what Daddy just said. I felt that he was like, y'all could have did this while I was gone. As your co-worker, couldn't I have a little taste of happiness when you gone? I'm happy for you being happy. Why you can't be happy for me? Being happy.
Be
You know what I'm
happy.
saying? Yeah, but they come in like, oh, well, while you were gone, this happened, that happened. Oh, look, the reports need to be done, and then they slamming all this
And
stuff.
then you
on
ask,
your
what'd
desk.
you do? What'd you do for that?
Yeah.
Oh, we waiting for you to come back because you could do it.
Yeah, we didn't want to touch nothing. We figured
'Cause you knew you got
was
this.
on that. Yeah.
I was watching an episode of the Halloween Baking Wars Championship, whatever the hell they do every October, and there was like some instance where this guy's a pumpkin carver, and they got a 3-man team. One's doing sugar, one's doing pumpkin carving, one's doing something else. This dude's hacking up a pumpkin. He's trying to make a motorcycle out of a pumpkin.
A motorcycle.
Out of a pumpkin, and he's sitting there with this machete, and he's just slashing, dicing, and he's doing everything he can. He's got to do it in this little tight frame window. They got like an hour to make this thing, and he cuts himself.
Oh.
And this one, he has to get stitches. The medic looks at him and is like, dude, you need stitches. And he's like, just tape it up, just do whatever. But I was like, no, you got to go in the back. We need to go ahead and do it. And this woman, like, they interview the leader of the team, like, yeah, so I'm doing my thing, someone's doing her thing, but now we might get sent home because somebody decided to go out and cut themselves. Decided to go out and cut. That's how she said it. And don't you know that team got sent home? And it wasn't because of the motorcycle they liked it. It was because of her cooking.
Oh,
But
okay.
all that to say,
Oh, damn.
all that to say is that some people, they only look at life from the prism like of themselves. So that way it's like, yeah, it's not like you just went on your vacation and you had this thing and everyone's happy for you that you went on vacation. Like, how'd it go? They resent you
They do.
for going on vacation. But all that to say, like, there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff. But I do want to get to my number one reason that if there's one thing that I hate about coming back from Disney vacation, so this will be all three. One thing I get, this is really the number one reason. I'm surprised no one said this yet. Driving.
Oh, no, that's on my list, too.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, my
Yes.
God. Coming back and having to drive again.
Oh.
After having being chauffeured everywhere, taking the tram, the monorail, taking the...
Having efficient public transportation.
Public
Right.
transportation.
and then having to get in your car and dealing with just pure a-hole.
Holery, yes.
Yeah, I'm trying
I'll
to...
bleep
not
it. It's
curse.
okay.
Oh,
I'll
stuff.
bleep
Yes.
it. Assholery.
Yes.
Can we say that?
Holery?
Can we say all this holery and bullshit, all that?
Papa poo poo pee pee?
Poo poo poo.
Yes, no, Danny, I totally feel that.
Yeah, that was the wall on that one. That was the wall.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah.
It's been killing me because I wanted to lead off with that, and I've gotten through all the other two reasons, and I've not gotten that. That is the number one thing that I hate about coming back.
Now, let me qualify my thing, because if you listen to the show a lot, you know that I don't mind driving. I even drive Disney World. But when I got to deal with holery and traffic, especially around here, especially on the causeway, I just can't, like, when my commute to work, during the high commute times, like 8 o'clock, 5 o'clock, can't freaking stand. I hate it. I can't stand it.
Got to run around with your head on a swivel, watching everybody doing their thing. There's just something about unplugging from having to drive for a week that when you come back, it's like you've never driven.
Yeah, you haven't driven in a while. You're
Right.
like,
Yeah.
Feel wrong. Like you're like, it's like that scene in Running Scared when they come back from Key West and in the car, like, why is everybody in a rush? What's the problem? Like, slow down, take your time. Like, yeah, it is just something about being in the everyday
humdrum.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's not like you're not running around at Disney. You are running around at Disney, but you're not driving yourself.
Yeah, you don't have to run and go through a bunch of craziness to
If you're
get
running,
there.
like you might bump into a guy and you got to say, "Excuse me," but that's about it.
That's about it.
And they'll understand.
Oh, yeah, no,
But that's my number one reason. Driving, that is the one thing I hate coming back to.
Man. Okay.
Yeah, that was definitely on my list, and I totally feel that, dude. Just driving around here in New Orleans, just a bunch of idiots.
Potholes everywhere.
Oh my God.
Road construction everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, I'm let alone the causeway dealing with those jerks, and then like once I get uptown and they're working on everything.
Yes.
No.
And there's like
Road
nothing but
construction.
potholes, and I hope to God I don't get stuck in one, because there's even an Instagram account that's called "Look at This Street." Have y'all seen this?
I have not.
Dude, it's hilarious, man.
Is it
It's like-
New Orleans one? or
Yeah,
is
it's
it
a New
just like
Orleans one. Yeah, no, it's a
nationwide?
New Orleans one. It says, "Look at this street," and it's just people taking pictures of these potholes. Like cars, whole cars stuck in potholes. People swimming in potholes. The stuff that you might see on like regular news. That's where it comes from. Is that post? And it's just ridiculous. It's the most insane things that you see around the city,
I need
and that's
to
what you got to
follow
deal with when
that.
you drive. Yeah, it's
I
hilarious.
can believe that.
It's
though.
hilarious. It's a hilarious little account.
I can believe that because people here in our city, I don't know how it is in Texas, but yeah, here they like, oh, what's a red light? I'm passing that. Like a lot of times you're just so used to all of the courteousness and whatnot, but yeah, we rough on the road. So that's
very much
great.
so.
It's tough to get that killer instinct back when you're driving.
Oh, hell yeah.
Absolutely.
It does take you. I mean, because you're feeling good. I don't know about you, but I'm relaxed. When I first get on the road to make my commute, it's like, all right, I'm not going to let anything get to me. I'm relaxed. I'm good. I'm happy. Let somebody cuss me off. That's whatever. But as that builds throughout the day and you get to work, you do the work thing, and then you commute back, then it's like, all bets are off. Now you're back to where you were before you left on vacation. You're just like, man, you,
Yeah.
son of a bitch.
Roger, where your mama come from?
If there's one thing that's going to make you angry quickest when you get back, it's going to be driving.
Driving, yeah.
Because generally you're going to be driving before you ever arrive at work and see the 300 emails you missed out on while you were gone.
Yeah.
And therein lies the issue.
And then in the New Orleans area, there's no like efficient public transportation, right? So I mean, like once you get in the city, maybe RTA is okay, but it's like the extent to which Disney travels you all over the property, you ain't got that here. So the only choice you got if you got to commute is to drive. You sure ain't walking.
Yeah.
They ain't walking anywhere.
And you can meet some characters on the New Orleans bus line, but they're not anybody you want to take a picture with.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Don't want to get to know their story.
Nope.
All right.
Well, I had emails in my honorable mention, and I also had, along with the money aspect, grocery shopping. Like, I don't know about you guys, but we know we're going to be on vacation for a week, so we try to eat up all the groceries in the fridge, right? Because you don't want them spoiling. You don't want to come home to a gallon of rotten milk or whatever. But also, we tend to get home late, so either you're going to have a peanut butter sandwich or something. Like, you're stuck out because then the next day you got nothing to eat. So now you got to go grocery shopping. And then, and you got to figure out, it's not just the shopping, but it's like, well, what are we going to eat this week? Well, I guess I'm not eating the Monte Cristo from, wherever. I ain't having no tuna tartare from Brown Derby.
Carpaccio, tuna
that's
carpaccio.
true.
Yeah,
Oh,
carpaccio.
By the way, my sister sent me an email, let me know that dish had been canceled.
Wait, what?
Tuna carpaccio niçoise
No,
is
no,
no more.
Your death row dish?
No, death row dish is
Oh.
no more.
I'm sorry.
Your death row dish died?
It did. It
did
walked the
not.
Green Mile.
No, you're kidding me.
And my sister sent me that email that it had been
Why does your
discontinued.
sister do that kind of stuff?
I didn't even respond to it.
Well, what kind of email is she getting about tuna carpaccio? Like,
I can send you it if you want to see it.
she got the inside track on the tuna carpaccio or what?
She been sure to send you during your issue with your stomach about how your food that you love so much died?
This has been a couple of weeks ago. This was before the issue with the stomach, but yeah, she saw that, and it was like, as soon as I saw it, it was just like, really?
Soup.
Oh my God, no!
That is a beautiful dish.
It is, and it's done. So
I'm sorry, I don't mean that hurts me because I just had it back in July.
I know.
I shot you
yeah.
a picture of it, and it was the most glorious thing, one of the most glorious things I ate on that trip.
I praised the waiters and when I had that dish, I said, "Thank you so much. It's one of the best things I've ever eaten." Like, it's one of our most popular dishes, and everyone loves it. And now to hear that it's gone,
Must be,
it just
some kind of supply chain issues or something. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe it
don't
comes
know.
back once this COVID crazy supply stuff is over.
I don't know, man. No, but Disney Food Blog has an article. Big changes took over Hollywood Brown Derby this week.
Wow.
That's probably what Sandy sent me.
Can we take a quick break and just talk about this real quick? A little bit of news. A little bit of news.
Sure.
You're welcome. I didn't know it would lead to
I didn't need to either, but when you heard
such
that
trauma.
news, it
I
is.
apologize that my topic led to your trauma. I apologize. I didn't know that the thing I was saying would bring tears to your
Carpaccio.
eye. Oh, the patio. All
right, quick news segment. Here we go.
Oh, go for it.
Yeah, I gotta play that music because we're about to talk about some quick news because Danny just broke it on this show and I'm heartbroken.
And
You're
I am
not alone
heartbroken.
on that.
I am heartbroken.
It wasn't just a tuna carpaccio niçoise.
No!
They got rid of.
There's a
They
list.
got rid of one of my other favorite dishes over there as well. But
Is
not,
it the sea scallops?
that would be it.
They got rid of the sea scallops
Wow.
and they added roasted squash and apple soup.
So picture this: you lost sea scallops, but you got a roasted squash and apple soup.
That's right.
That does not sound like
No.
Is that a fair trade? And
No.
No.
That sounds like something you have and you don't have no teeth.
No.
Thank you.
They removed the roasted tomato cream soup and added crab louis.
Now that sounds awesome. I like that.
That's not too bad. I'm okay with
Olive
it.
bread. I'm a big olive fan. Capers. Anything with capers, I'm in on.
I don't know. I need an explanation on that.
I don't know. I'm be curious to know why there's such a change. And there's multiple. There's more. Here we go. Two things. They removed the local greens and strawberry salad, and they removed the tuna carpaccio niçoise, as Danny said.
Oh,
But
hope
they-
bad.
They added escargot casino,
So snails.
Burn in hell.
which reminds me, it sounds like the escargot that they put on the Disney cruise. It sounds like the same kind of recipe.
I want
Burn
snails.
in hell.
And in
Oh,
addition to
snail?
that, they added roasted bone marrow.
Roasted bone marrow.
Roasted bone marrow.
Look, man, what is this? A Halloween trick? Is
I
that
don't
what
know.
that is?
It's gotta be.
Look,
Sounds like some Cajun in some backwood somewhere. It's like, you know what we need? Screw that tuna. We want snails and bone marrow.
yeah. What kind of? Who want eat? I ain't a cannibal. I want bone marrow.
You're fine and young, but you're not a cannibal.
That's
Yes.
right. And you're
But
too
I-
sexy for that shirt.
Hey, you know, all the time, but.
But I like a good bone marrow. I do enjoy that. But it's no substitute for the tuna carpaccio and
What
I'm
kind
sorry.
of feeling does
I am
bone
sorry.
marrow have? Like, seriously, as a person who has not eaten bone marrow,
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, it's no worries.
What am I missing?
No, it's kind of like a flavored.
Sucking the
There ain't no
marrow.
meat
yeah,
in
it's
it.
it's like a flavored butter kind of a thing. It's
I don't
really
like
really
this.
good. I don't mind marrow, but it's no substitute for the tuna carpaccio.
No.
Okay, I get it. You
It's
got
none. I wouldn't trade that for that at all.
It's a Dead Poet Society dish. You got to suck the marrow
yeah,
right, out of
this-
life.
of life. Yeah.
There's nothing about it that sounds appetizing unless you're Hannibal
No.
Lecter.
100%. No.
Yeah, I mean, now you got to get rid of the dish that we previously had and were used to for something you can get out the dirt in your backyard, put it in the air fryer and cook that, and then like now some chicken bone marrow. I don't know, man.
Now this is funny. They removed the filet mignon with Walt Disney's roast beef hash, but they added the filet mignon with just regular sides, vegetables, this, that, and the other.
I thought you were going to tell me they took away the filet mignon, but they added chitlins.
Yeah.
No.
I thought you were going to say they took the
Like-
filet mignon away and added a parking lot.
Damn,
No.
those budget cuts.
But they-
No, how bad is it?
I don't know.
How bad is it for filet mignon for bone marrow roast beef hash?
They took away the hamburger and added a ham sandwich.
Yeah, here's some spam for you. It's still good. It's only been 30 years.
Well, they no longer give you the drink in a cup. They just put it in your hand.
Yeah, with no straw because that goes against the environment. I can't take this world.
They did with a Cobb salad, and now you get a lettuce with some olive loaf.
That's right.
Hocked up.
Yes.
Yes.
But you do get free-range chicken coq au vin. This is a dish. But the option to add chicken or shrimp to the Cobb salad is no longer available.
Oh, really?
Which kind of sucks.
Can we go to Space 220 when in the future I could just get like the meals I'm used to did?
I don't know, because Space 220 sucks.
Okay, well, even the future sucks because the present is terrible right now.
I don't know who they hired as their new head chef over at Hollywood Brown Derby, but this was a
unacceptable,
huge step back.
That boy, good and terrible.
I mean, it wasn't just one dish. Like if it was one dish,
multiple. Well, and there's more. Like, so they added a grilled pork, they added a duck à l'orange, but they got rid of the shrimp and scallops Newburg, which was good too. That was a good dish. Shrimp and scallops Newburg, excellent dish.
Love shrimp, love scallops. Sounds like they have there's like a war on seafood over there at the Hollywood Brown Derby. Huh?
Maybe it's expensive. I don't know.
Now,
it seems to be a theme in it.
Yeah, if they say something like, "Hey, it's harder to get this," or the prices have risen, I'll accept that. But please tell me that's the
just
case.
be honest and transparent about it. Right? Like this article doesn't say much.
Yeah, it's not like Disney's raising prices to help help compensate for all these issues.
Exactly. Next,
the last thing under enhancements, they got rid of grilled asparagus, but they've added Brussels sprouts.
With what?
There's pomegranate barbecue candied pecans.
See, you know what they're gonna do next time? Like probably a month from now, there's gonna be a news report that comes out that says, "Yeah, they added a ham sandwich with barbecue sauce and mayonnaise on it, but it's from France. It's good." I'm not feeling it. Why
Screw it, man. I'm going to Disneyland.
I mean, come on.
Look at these people.
Why you?
I'm upset.
Yeah,
I'm with you.
That's why. I'll add that to my list. I come back from a Disney vacation. I find news like this out.
That's a good point.
I'm upset now.
That's a good point.
They make all kinds of changes.
Well, thank you, Sad.
That is true in the sense of like as part of one of the disappointments of coming back on a Disney vacation is the idea that you're not going to be having these wonderful meals every single night, but this kind of helps diffuse the disappointment that you would have coming back when you realize some of the better dishes are getting canceled.
Well, apparently, though, I can just go in my backyard, get some snails again, and just put them in the oven. I'm good.
Oh, you go Cajun that?
Oh, yeah. Put some sauce with the dirt in there. Yeah.
But you know what sucks about this? Like, I didn't know that was going to be the last time I'd ever have that dish.
Thank you.
And had I known that, I would have ordered 5 of them.
Do you know, like, I tried to get in the Brown Derby, because my kid was sick that day. I tried to get in that Brown Derby 2 to 3 times just in order to have that dish, and now to find out it's all gone.
That's so sad.
It is. It's
we just have to go to Mikimoto now and get that dish.
I was there earlier today.
Yes, we were.
That's awesome. But to kind of go along with the whole thing about Disney dishes is the fact that now I have to make my own Disney drinks. That's on my list. That's like one of my honorable mentions.
Yeah, but we're doing good with that.
I mean, I don't mind doing it, but just to be able to order it and somebody do it for you.
Oh, yeah.
Where it originated and they know how the recipe is. Maybe they have the little twist that you don't know.
It's nice to drink out the pineapple.
The pineapple, the certain cups, that they give it in. It's all the things, all the atmospheric things that go with their drinks. And I just have to do it in my highball. Just not the same. Or my red Solo cup. Just not the same.
It is.
It's not the same.
Solo
the
cup.
presentation matters.
Yes. I mean, it's good. I mean, I make a damn good drink, but it's enhanced by the atmosphere. They talk about food. It's like you got to get the smells of the food. It enhances your taste, as well as the sight, the presentation of food. I don't get that.
Like I said before, with the whole idea of like just not having a glowing ice cube in your drink. That there's something to be said for that. There's some,
and even if you have glowing ice cubes, it's still not the same.
Well, I was just about to say that because I did find a bunch of glowing ice cubes, the same brand that Disney uses on Amazon. I bought a pack of those.
Oh, that means it must have died within a month.
Well, I don't know. I haven't used them because I've been very sparing because I didn't want to wear them out.
I was going to say it was the same brand Disney uses.
But it's true. But I threw them in my drink and I'm just like, man, it's just not the same.
It isn't.
It's pretty. It's just not the same.
You're right.
I mean, it's like a Mickey bar. You can get those at the grocery store now, but it's not.
It's definitely, those aren't definitely not
the
the same.
same.
No, it is definitely not the same. Oh man,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I went off on the news thing. I'm sorry. When you told me that was a big surprise. I hadn't heard that, so we had to break a news segment. But we brought it back to one of the things we hate, and hearing news like that makes me sad.
I apologize, but yet I don't apologize because I brought that out, but that had to happen. It just shows a lot. But tell your sis to stop showing bad news all the time.
Well, it's better than getting over there and realizing they don't have it anymore.
That's like, at least Lee's right in that sense. I know people in our life, and you probably know the exact same people who are like death givers. Like, you don't hear from them on any other day. But if somebody dies, some celebrity, you get a text. It's the only text you ever get from these people. Like, did you hear blah, blah, blah died? Did you? There's just some people who like to announce death to you, and you know exactly who these people are.
Yes.
And
It's October.
And then you like, how you doing? No response.
exactly. They don't talk to you. You don't have any relationship except for the fact that, I don't know, some B-level celebrity passed away or something like that. They'll let you know about that.
Yeah, and I don't care about those freaking celebrities. But I do care about the tuna carpaccio and these
That affects me directly.
Very, very sad.
I liked it.
Very, very sad.
It was good. It was a good meal.
Yeah.
Well, let me just say this in closing. And Danny touched on this a little bit, and this is a little more esocentric, so to speak. But it's
Esocentric.
Esocentric? Eccentric? What do you say?
Esocentric.
It's a little heady.
Oh, shit.
All about the head.
But when I get back from Disney, now I have to care again. I have to care about my diet, care about what things cost. I got to care about my budget now. Because when I'm in Disney, like Danny said, is 100%. Like, it's amazing when you're there that you will see a Hot Wheels set for $20. But it's like, man, I'm on vacation. That's what you want, kid? Hook it up. Let's go. But you won't buy the $2 Hot Wheels at the grocery store.
Nope.
No, we don't need it. We don't need that. We don't need the grocery, and also too, like, I don't know about you guys, but I spend a lot of the rest of my year denying myself things so that I can afford a Disney vacation. So now I got to go back to that. It's like, well, should we go out? No, we can't go out. Let's not go out to eat this time. Let's just cook at home, or let's just do that. But when you're there, like they say, money is it, but also like calories don't count at Disney.
Money, calories, drinking, yes, all that.
You want ice cream for breakfast? I don't care. That's cool. We're on vacation, man. We're on vacation. You want to eat 5 pretzels today? Cool. Whatever you want to do, man. You're on vacation. Let's do it.
What is that? 16 strips of bacon on your plate?
Yeah.
You can take it.
No problem.
Delicious.
Good idea. Protein, yes. No, yeah. 100%.
Absolutely, man.
100%.
So now that I'm back home, I have to actually care about stuff again.
That's
fair.
Yeah.
That's absolutely fair.
No, that's totally it.
Okay, so I'm the final note.
You're the final note, man. You started us off, and now you're going to close us up.
yeah, finish us off.
It was an honor to do this.
It's getting very sad.
I'm going to say this, and you're going to know where I come from right when I say this line, because it's our line.
Is it?
Yes.
Are you heady too?
We're very heady.
You're just waiting in line.
We are artistic buffs that talk Disney stuff. So we always are our creative strongest when we're in Disney. I mean, we've come up with some crazy ideas. We've done trips together. And the one thing is, once you come back, like that level of creativity, like it drops, because you're like you're in the city, and then now you have to try to rebuild or restructure it. But like when you're in the parks, or you're in the land, or in the bubble, however you want to put it, like it's just so easy. It's so easy to be creatively inspired. And that's so hard to duplicate when you're out of it.
Yep.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely right. I mean, you're not surrounded by other people's creations anymore.
It is
even
true.
though technically, I guess you are, if you think about architects and whatnot, but it's just not the same level that inspires you.
No, because
It's functional.
Architects,
versus-
it's something beautiful to behold, but I mean, Disney gets you not just in the beauty to behold, but then the storytelling that went behind it,
Right.
and the world building that went behind that. And there's just so much that just makes it seem like, all I got to do is come up with this, and boom, success, and
It could be
let's
this.
do it. Like, we can make this happen. And then you get home and you work in the real world and like, that'll never work. The optimism goes out the window. So I fully understand what Eli's talking about.
Yeah, that's man. Now I'm depressed.
Yeah, you're an optimist when you go there. You leave a cynic.
You're welcome.
Yes, I'm sad
Thank
now.
you. Hey, that's,
Let's just close the show out now.
okay.
Yeah, no,
I
guys.
just can't. I can't do this
In the
anymore.
meantime, you can reach us at www.kevinneedsahug.com.
I got you, bro.
Oh my God,
I
it
got
hurts.
you. Thank you for letting me get that out.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. I welcome that. I gave you the space to do it, and now I'm just sad.
Is there anything? Okay, let's try and change this real quick.
All right.
Is there anything that you like about coming back from a Disney vacation?
Yeah, like.
Planning my next vacation.
You mean planning your client's next vacation?
No, I mean that too. of
Yeah,
course.
screw them. Yeah, no, it's
No, but that's the best part of being a travel agent is you get to kind of go on vacation every time your clients go on vacation. Like
100%.
Like right now, I've got 2 clients there right now, and it's text message like, hey, did you get your lightning lane for this? How did that go? Did you blah 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 blah. So it's like you're living vicariously through your clients. But best way to beat the Disney blues is to plan your next vacation. It's that simple. Have something to look forward to, and it could be a year from now, it could be 6, it could be a month from now, but you got something to look forward to for your next Disney vacation, and now it hurts a little less.
Yeah, the one thing I look forward to when I get back is talking to you guys about what just happened.
Oh yeah, no,
That's what I was gonna
absolutely.
say.
Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of that is something to look forward. I mean, don't get me wrong, sleeping in your own bed, there's something to be said for that.
that's
Your own
true.
toilet.
Yeah,
That's
your
nice.
own bed, your own toilet.
Reliable toilet
Familiarity
paper.
with
Sure.
your
Yes,
home.
absolutely.
Yes.
Sure. But really, all that is just window dressing. What it comes down to is you're always going to be comfortable with that which you know best. But I do look forward to talking to you guys about what happened.
Yes, same
No,
here.
Absolutely. And that's going to be part of my thing. Actually, I had 2. The thing that I look forward to, number one, is getting back and playing my drums. That's my art, and I can't really bring that on my vacation.
Yeah.
No, I don't think my
Not unless you're a janitor.
yeah. Well, I don't think my neighbors in the hotel would appreciate that. Me jamming at
How is
midnight.
that?
I just saw the jammers. Yeah, I'm feeling
But he's
it.
so
Let's
good.
go.
He's so
Yeah.
good, dude.
They would be like, are we sharing a room next to Matthew McConaughey? What
Yeah, I
is
know.
going on?
Yeah, so I'm glad to get back to my instruments, but I'm also glad to know that I have this outlet week after week to at least revisit the good time that I had while over there. Regardless, especially talk about trip reports and what just happened, but just keeping up with everything day by day and being able to chat it with other like-minded individuals, which is why we have that podcast. So that's a pleasure for me for sure.
I would always say, like, coming back to some of the food we have here, get used to watching my own shows because I don't bring any device with me when I go on a
Oh, that's
vacation.
good for you.
So yeah, I can watch like stuff I'm used to watching.
Catch up on all those Disney Plus shows that you missed
That
while
I
you were gone
missed.
for a week.
Yeah.
Exactly.
that's
you
right.
know.
Seeing who She-Hulk had sex with this week.
Oh yeah, it does vary a lot, right?
Quite a bit.
I know, that's a lot of fun, yeah.
I mean,
I told Eli, I was like, man, they should call this show She-Ho.
Shiho.
they kind of did in the last episode.
Yeah, but they did spoilers, they did Daredevil wrong, making him do the walk of shame.
They did.
I don't think Daredevil had a lot to be shameful about.
No, I was about to say, I'd be strutting out of there if I was Daredevil.
Yeah, I'd be doing the Ric Flair, woo, right down the street.
Depends on who you did, though. If you did Jen or if you did She-Hulk.
Oh, he did Jen.
Exactly.
probably did-
you should do the walk.
If it was a good night, he did both.
Yes, if you did, but he wouldn't be able to tell which one. Maybe he
Like,
would.
make me angry.
Maybe
It's-
so.
It's
Wait,
so weird.
go back
like,
to Jen because you make me feel small.
Yeah.
like, I've been watching.
Does that change the...
This
Never
show's
mind.
been like going on for like what, 6 episodes? She's already gotten it on with like what, 4 dudes? It's like, what the hell, man?
Yeah, that's not
Man, good for her, but damn.
That's not a hero. Yeah,
Makes
but that's
me
like,
question.
that's like fishing with dynamite, Kevin.
There might be a judge. Like, I'm like, no wonder we haven't met her father in this episode because clearly no one hugged her and said, you don't need to do all that in order for people to like
Well,
you.
he's out there talking to Balky. That's what
Oh,
the
is that
dad's
what it
doing.
is? Okay.
That's an old school joke.
Yeah,
the dad's
especially
from
if you
the
know who
show.
the dad is. Yeah, he's doing the dance of joy.
Yeah, he's doing the dance of joy. Bippy Bopkas come out swell.
Yeah, babapka.
Yeah.
Babapka. Lee, what about you, man? What's the thing that you look forward to at least?
Not paying $200 for dinner.
It's $200 for groceries that you don't
Anybody
have.
who's been with Lee for dinner knows he doesn't like to pay more than $15 for dinner.
You always got to keep the alcohol separate.
Captain Bandana.
I mean, it's nice at the time to be like, oh, order what you want. It's all good. We're on vacation. But when you get back, you're like, ooh, it's nice to have some $3 tacos now.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. So I feel a little better now. So
Okay, good.
That's
A little
good.
bit.
So now we can wrap it up on a good note.
All right, awesome.
All right.
Awesome.
Guys, we hope you enjoyed that episode. We got a little main topic segment thing of things we hate when we return. Plus, we got a little unexpected news that I was surprised of, so hopefully you enjoyed that. Look, magicourway.com is the way to go if you want to find out more about us. There you'll find our social media links, past episodes, and more. Plus, if you want to get in touch with us to share your opinions about all this stuff, you can do it through two ways. Shoot us an email at showupmagicourway.com or call us at 1-815-MOWEEKEND. That is 1-815...
I'm sorry, my bad. I was just thinking about something here, and can I just stop real quick and say
go
this?
ahead.
There is a reason that I should have said, and I've been sick for a while, so and I really kind of prepped for this show within the last day or so. But I mean, there is really one more reason I should have said, and that's because when we go to Disney, it's like a huge family thing. And I don't really get to hang around my sister and my brother-in-law and my nephew and my niece. And my daughter didn't really get to do it as much as she wants to do. I don't get to hang around my mom and my dad like we do, Eli and sometimes Hannah. It's such an extended thing. Even Robert and Liz and all them. It's such an extended thing when we go. And to know, it's like, wow, those are some really cool people. And then when we're going to get back, it's going to go back to the same old thing. And I'm going to miss it all. There is something to be said for having that time to bond with people who are so close to you and your family, but you just don't get to interact with them on a regular basis. And I don't know why my brain just went there, and I was just off in Never Land just thinking about that.
No, that's fair, man.
I'm trying to redeem Sandy because she gave you that bad news.
Yeah, she did give me some bad advice, but I just want to say, with regards to that, Mo Weekend.
Yeah, no, absolutely. No, dude, I feel like that's 7 days guaranteed that you'll be able to have access to them without having to worry about calling them or worry about their schedule, or they'll be able to call me or a text or something like that.
My dad's always working with the Saints, and my mom, what you call it, and him live on the West Bank, and it's so far away, and
I didn't know he lived on the West Bank.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man, West Bank represent?
Yeah. I ain't going to say where, but I was about ready to say where. But, I mean, it's just they're far away. We don't really get together as much as we should as a family. So, I mean, when you have those things, it's something special like that last one with the cruise and everything like that. It was really something special to be able to really hang around with those people on an everyday basis, see my nephew and my niece on an everyday basis, realize how much they've grown and how awesome they've become. It's just...
Anyway. You see them every day. No, that's cool. Now I'm sad.
I saw my nephew the other day at Ralph's in the Park when he showed up, and so happy for him because he wants to be a chef. And
that's awesome. Yeah,
Ratatouille is what inspired him. And if you remember, you're the one who got him that Ratatouille hat that you brought back.
That's right. Yeah, because Sandy texted me. He's like, "Hey, you can pick this up." I was like, "Yeah, sure."
And to see that and talk to him about that. So
that was a year ago.
Yes, that is one thing to be said. The idea of being able to hang around with family members they didn't really get to see as often as you would love to.
That combination.
No, that's totally fair.
Yes, but Mo Weekend,
yes, guys, look. And of course, we have a couple of guys do things out of the podcast. First of all, we got Eli does things with comics. Sir, what you got going on?
Yeah, I mean, hey, anytime you have a chance, you can check out the Ivory Comics website. That's www.ivorycomics.com, where you can see everything that I've worked on for a huge amount of years, fully colored. There's no ads except for this podcast, so you never miss anything. But you can check out Savages, Project Geisha, and the Molly Be Damned. So you got pirates, you got zoo security guards taking on animals with jetpacks, and you got vigilante geishas. I mean, you never heard of that before because you haven't read this before. So you're welcome.
That's right.
That's right. There's a blog that I post up there, and of course, there's some interviews that I've done. And there's a link to this podcast, so you never miss a beat, never miss an episode. You know what helps to push that going forward. So please support the indies, support the comics, support Ivory Comics. So ivorycomics.com, that's where you can find my products there. Facebook.com, I'm right there, eIvory504. As long as you're a real person, always nice to meet you. How you doing? But if you're a bot, I don't want to greet you, okay? I shouldn't have turned on the notification. Can I just say this small little bit?
You turned on notifications, and now it's like bot.
They keep coming. They keep. The bots are getting.
Bot.
There's even one bot almost got me.
She-bot?
Yeah, there was a bot that was named Eli, like Danchi something. Like it was like my name, but then it was like this Latina lady's name, and then it was like some lady that was like perched up on a car, and I was like,
you thought she was like a super fan or something like that? She heard you on the podcast and like, Eli fan #1. Woo!
We love you long time.
yeah, because like the legs was kicking, they was kicking. But I was
Bots, there you go.
There
if you
you
want to
go.
get them, Eli fan
They-
#1.
they trying though. They trying hard. I gotta turn that notification off because they are going. So yeah, don't want to meet you. Sorry.
Turn off notifications, E.
Yeah, off. I gotta turn them off.
Turn 'em
But
off,
then,
man.
You know, but again,
Like a light bulb.
yeah. But if but then I have the Projectation page that's on Facebook. So Facebook.com/Projectation. If someone does that, then I turn that off. Then I don't hear about that.
Good point.
As well as like like you're gonna cover later. The Mohican.
The Mohican.
Yeah. So I mean, I try to keep on top of all this, but
legs.
Instagram, I'm
Yeah.
there too.
You are.
Yeah, I am there. I turn the notifications off of that because I'll check it out right there. To see the hearts and the likes and the posts and what you do and how all you people's doing.
How your mom and them?
Yeah, so all that. Who's eating gumbo? Who's not eating gumbo?
Real gumbo.
And who's eating snails? I don't get it.
Snails.
That's right. Yeah,
Bone marrow.
504
And bone marrow.
and
yes.
bone marrow. Yeah, I don't get that. Bone marrow from snails. I hope no one makes that and puts that in a restaurant.
That'd be kind of weird.
I would think so,
Didn't think they would exist.
but it can.
Snail marrow.
Snail marrow.
Snail marrow.
Who knows? Who would thunk?
But EIV 504, so you can find me there. And of course, on Twitter, I can be found at Hancock10166. So if you appreciate the madness, you just bringing me the gladness. And thank y'all for letting me share this topic because I've been smiling a lot. So thank y'all very much.
Appreciate it, man. And look, if you want to book a vacation so that you two can return and hate everything about life when you get back, book it through Lee. Lee, tell them how to book this vacation with you.
Just give me a call at 832-431-1621. You can email me at magicourway.com. You can find me on Facebook at facebook.com/Lastovica Travel. That's LASTOVICA Travel. Instagram, you got a friend in Lee Travel. TikTok, you got a friend in Lee. And if you do any of that, we'll get you hooked up and booked up with no
Hasselvika!
In additional guides or so many ways to support the show as a whole, and you can find them all on their website, magicourway.com. Plus, if you want to elevate your support of the Magic Our Way podcast, go to patreon.com/Magic Our Way. There you'll find 6 awesome tiers to support this show. Any way in which you can support the show is deeply appreciated. We also want to thank you for being a loyal listener, and we always love hearing from our listeners. All opinions are always welcome on the Magic Our Way podcast, so make sure you get in touch with us today. So, Mohicans, we say Kwaharini. My name is Kevin.
And I'm Danny.
Magic out.
I have every intention of eating those bananas for breakfast, but I still somehow end up with tacos.
$2 tacos, $3 tacos. I don't know.
Tacos.
$3 tacos.
Cheap tacos.
Cheap tacos.
Still gonna have the runs.
Cheap tacos.
Ooh, I gotta go.
Hey, it's Lee from the Magic Our Way podcast, and when I'm not stuffing tacos down